Welcome back, Bison Nation. My name is Charlotte Davignon,
And I'm Halee.
and tonight we'll be taking you through campus, local, and national news. Stick around. In an email sent out earlier this week, President David Cook has announced that he's been selected to move into the next phase as a finalist in a search for Iowa State University's new president, receiving a bachelor's in political science from university back in 1992 with strong personal ties to the area. President Cook goes on to confirm his commitment to NDSU remains strong. We here at the Bison Information Network would like to extend our gratitude and support for President Cook and his family in their next steps.
After stealing nearly $700K, 30-year-old Austin Strom faces 5 counts of bank fraud. After an indictment was filed in the U.S. District Court for North Dakota on October 29th, Strom was employed by FM Forklift for nearly 8 years, working as a bookkeeper. Starting in March of 2024, Strom began to make out checks to himself with amounts varying between $1,250 and $29,611. This continued throughout April 2025 until FM Forklift was notified of suspicious activity, noticeably in relation to Strom's accounts. Strom later admitted to depositing the funds for purpose of online gambling.
After threatening a woman with a screwdriver last Saturday, 27-year-old Alvin Logan was arrested on 2 counts of terrorizing. Police were called over a domestic dispute at a Fargo apartment over comments made during a TikTok livestream. Reportedly, Logan was upset and found a screwdriver in the garage and attempted to slash tires and run at the woman. Police would later find him hiding under a truck after he fled on foot.
Chrysler is recalling 320,000 Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees over a potential fire hazard because of the high voltage batteries in their hybrid vehicles. Owners have been advised to park their vehicles outside and away from structures until they can be fixed.
After striking an argument with the Argentinian government, 62 big cats and 2 brown bears have finally begun to be rescued from the Luján Zoo in Buenos Aires after being shut down in 2020 due to growing safety concerns over guest interactions with the animals. The Four Paws Animal Rights Charity has finally been able to step in and begin the process to relocate these animals to various international wildlife sanctuaries.
On Tuesday, October 4th, a UPS cargo plane bound for Honolulu crashed shortly after takeoff from Louisville's International Airport, killing at least 12 people and injuring several others. Officials say that the plane caught fire when it left engine detached during takeoff. The plane cleared the runway fence before crashing into a nearby business, which ignited a massive explosion. 15 people were taken into the hospital, mostly suffering from burns and injuries from small fragments. Video from the scene showed a massive fireball and thick smoke rising in the sky, which was fueled by 38,000 gallons of jet fuel.
This year, Veterans Day falls on a Tuesday. This holiday marks the anniversary of the end of World War I, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. This day, we recognize and honor all men and women who have served our country, whether they are living or deceased. Across the country, wreath layings will take place to honor those who've worn the uniform. Many communities will pause and take a moment of silence at 11 a.m. to reflect the sacrifices made for freedom. However you choose to mark the day, Veterans Day always serves as a powerful reminder of the courage, sacrifice, and dedication of American heroes.
Come climb at Women with Altitude. This is a free women-only event that invites participants to explore the NDSU climbing wall with the help from female staff. Whether you are brand new to climbing or just want to connect with other women who love adventure, this is a perfect night to come in and try. No experience is needed, and all gear and instruction is provided. Registration is now open on the NDSU Wellness Center app and closes on November 11th. The event will take place on November 12th starting at 6:30 p.m.
The federal SNAP program, that's the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, has been effectively shut down as funding runs out during the ongoing government stalemate in Washington. The USDA confirms that November SNAP payments will either be delayed or cut in half, leaving families across the country struggling to afford basic groceries. Long lines are forming outside food banks and local shelves are emptying fast as people try to stock up. President Trump says the administration is using emergency reserves to cover the partial benefits, but those funds could run out within weeks if Congress doesn't reach a deal.
Authorities in Moorhead, Minnesota are investigating a shocking case of road rage that ended with a machete attack. Police say the incident happened Saturday evening when a traffic dispute between two drivers escalated into violence. One man reportedly followed another driver home after an argument on the road, and that's when things turned dangerous. Officers say the suspect retrieved a machete and slashed the other man's hand, then shattered his car window. The victim suffered serious injuries and is expected to recover. The suspect claimed self-defense, telling police the other driver had been tailgating and followed him to his house. Witnesses at the scene gave conflicting statements. Coming up next is Sports with Jack and Weather with Henry.
No kid deserves to go hungry. But try as they might, not every family can afford to put food on the table every day. That's why the Great Plains Food Bank and their partner agencies work every day to bring food to our hungry neighbors. Every dollar donated can provide 4 meals for those in need. Go to greatplainsfoodbank.org and donate today so no kid in North Dakota ever has to go hungry.
My name is Becky Parker, and I'm a news anchor at WDAY-TV. I graduated from NDSU in 2010 with a degree in journalism, broadcasting, and mass communication technologies, and then I had an emphasis on broadcasting. Principles of broadcast production and advanced broadcast production. Those were favorites because they were the most relevant for career experience. You're calling people for interviews, you're writing an article. It doesn't just feel like an assignment, it's like actually doing it. I was the news director for the first full semester of the Bison Information Network. The BIN advisor here was very much invested in me to actually have a career in broadcasting. He helped me get my internship and my first job. The people in NDSU's Department of Communication are really interested and helpful in getting students the connections that they need in order to get a job beyond school.
The NDSU Bookstore, where every true fan and alum goes to get their pride on. Gear up with a variety of high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Made by top-of-the-line brands like Under Armour, Nike, and CI Sport to help you show off your Bison pride. The NDSU Bookstore has everything you need in your 2 favorite colors, green and gold.
Hello, welcome back to Bison Sports. I'm Jack Higgins. Last week, the Bison football team held off 18th-ranked Youngstown State 38-30 to move to a perfect 9-0 on the season. The Bison, who have now won 13 straight games and 17 in a row at home, had a wild second quarter. After scoring 2 touchdowns off of Youngstown State turnovers, sophomore receiver Jackson Williams took a kickoff 100 yards for a touchdown to put the Bison up 28-17. Youngstown State was able to stay close thanks to kicker Andrew Lastovka, who made 3 field goals from 40-plus yards, including his 49-yard kick before halftime to make it 28-20. The Bison controlled the ball for nearly 21 minutes in the second half, slowing the Penguins. Quarterback Cole Payton threw 17 completions on 24 passes, and Barika Kapenu scored 3 touchdowns on 74 yards and 15 carries. NDSU travels north next Saturday to take on their rival in Grand Forks, the UND Hawks. The Hawks are 6-3 overall this season and 4-0 at home. In other Bison sports news, volleyball swept Oral Roberts in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 3-0. Zoe John had a match-high 11 kills to lead the win. The Bison were able to win the first set 26-24 after being back and forth. NDSU was able to jump on top of Oral Roberts quickly in the second set, jumping to a 10-5 lead, then 20-10. The Golden Eagles mounted a small surge, but the Bison held off and won the set 25-19. NDSU had a 7-1 run in the third frame after back-to-back kills from Allie Barth. They then stretched the lead 21-12 with 3 straight points, then won 25-16 and won the match 3-0. The Bison host South Dakota State on Thursday. Men's basketball lost 2 games on the West Coast during the week. After traveling to Oregon State on Tuesday and leading 65-64 with just over 2 minutes remaining, the Beavers were able to score a basket with 2.4 seconds to defeat the Bison 67-65 in the first game of the season. They then traveled to Davis, California to face UC Davis, where they fell 80-68. NDSU led for almost 17 minutes in the first half, but the game was tied at the half, and UC Davis outscored NDSU in the second half. The Bison come home to host CSU Northridge next Tuesday and St. Scholastica on Wednesday. That's all for Bison Sports, but here's Bison Overtime for a deeper look and weather with Henry.
Youngstown State from the Fargo Dome. Youngstown wins the toss. Josh Wilkins opening kickoff goes through the end zone for a touchback. Bison ball early. The Penguins get off to a great start. Cole Payton's pass is incomplete. The Bison go 3-and-out. Carson Williams was the intended target.
Got to come in with that one. Williams knows that.
1st and 10. First play from scrimmage for YSU. Bo Brunger with the play fake and the bullet to Max Tomczak for 14 yards to the YSU 42. Next play, Kylan Flash Wilson takes the end around for 11 yards to the NDSU 47.
That guy's a weapon.
There's a reason he's one of the tops in conference in yardage. 1st and 10, Brungard breaks the pocket. He'll pick up 11 yards to the NDSU 22, just shy of the red zone.
Dare I say he's quicker than Cole Payton?
That's fair to say.
Yeah.
2nd down, 11 now. Brungard's going to swing this one out to Tomczak, and he'll pick up 12 yards to the NDSU 11-yard line. Youngstown's moving the ball early. After an intentional grounding penalty, Andrew Leskova comes on and drills a 47-yard field goal. So had plenty to spare. 3-0 Penguins. 11 plays, 43 yards, 7:16 off the clock. Ensuing kickoff, Rajon Nelson from his 5. He'll return the kickoff 39 yards to the NDSU 44 for Luke Hensley will usher him out of bounds.
Seems like every time the Bison go down, Rajon Nelson just provides a spark, and that's what he's been his whole career, and especially this year.
Ethan, it's 3rd and 8. Middle field's open. Who's getting the ball?
I'm going to say Reese Kessel.
Reese Kessel is the correct answer to the tune of 21 yards. Big play. And almost another punt situation. They didn't pick that up. Next play on the boot, Payton rolls to his left and hits the other tight end. This time he completes it to Carson Williams for 11 yards to the YSU 22.
Yeah, good to see him redeem himself there. That nice catch.
2nd and goal. Barika Penu leaps in from a yard out. 7-3 NDSU. They respond with an 11-play, 56-yard drive. 5:34 off the clock.
That's all Barika does is run it in from 1 yard out.
He's good at it. Now back come the Penguins. Brungard evades and hits Tomczak over the middle for 13 yards to the midfield stripe.
Thought that was good defense, too. That's just
It
a
was.
play.
7-3 Bison after 1 quarter. Start of the second. 2nd and 4. Flash Wilson takes another end around and picks up another first down to the NDSU 18. He's called Flash because he can flat fly.
He's like Debo Samuel. It takes all these end arounds.
A little bit.
Got the speed. Hard to bring down, too.
Brungard on 1st and 10 is going to hand off to Jaden Gilbert. Breaks tackles and he's going to drag Talon Edey to the NDSU 6.
It's kind of the only tailback run game they got going all day. It's good to see from the Bison.
2nd and goal. Brungard scans. Breaks contain. Scampers down the sideline and scores from 10 yards out. The Penguins regain the lead 10-7. Jalen Duffy got hurt on the field there. He would not return with a concussion.
Yeah, not much you can do there. This guy's just a heck of an athlete.
2nd and 10 now. Payton fires right. There's Bryce Lance for 14 yards on a first down. Barika Penu hits the hole, cuts it back, and rushes for 13 yards to the YSU 48.
He ran good on Saturday. Stats might not show up, but he was a tough runner.
So the Bison drive would stall. Bickerton would pin him at their own 6, but Brungard hits Mike Solomon on the sideline for 12 yards to the YSU 19. Now 2nd and 10. Brungard looks to set up a tunnel screen to Wilson, but the pass glances off the helmet of Desmiel Lee, and the pass is intercepted by Donovan Willen at the ISU 19. Big momentum-changing play.
Yeah, that's what this defense has done all year. They might give up yardage, but they're not going to give up a ton of points. And when you need a spark, they provide it.
2nd and goal. Bison would capitalize as DJ Scott will plunge in from 3 yards out, and the Bison regain the lead 14-10. Just a short 4-play, 19-yard drive.
Yeah, it's good to see DJ finally get in the end zone. He's had a lot of close calls.
Ensuing kickoff. Flash Wilson. Doink. Ball glances off his face mask. Keegan Huber, Johnny on the spot at the YSU 9. Tim Posse would call that a hustle play.
Yeah, it's not luck. He was hustling. I mean, there was guys around that could have recovered it for YSU. And this is what almost decided the game. You'll see, fans will see later.
2 plays later, Barika Penu heads into traffic. just gets the ball over the plane of the goal line. They ruled a touchdown. It stayed a touchdown on the field afterwards after review. 2 plays, 9 yards. The Bison lead balloons to 11.
More than a 1-yard rush for Burica for a touchdown.
Flash Wilson catches this kickoff and redeems himself. 52-yard kickoff return to the NDSU 46. Eli Ozick does just enough to steer him towards the sideline.
Yeah, like you were saying, this guy's a weapon. I mean, he's like I said, Debo Samuel. You can use him in a variety of ways.
Now Brungard on the timing pattern to Tomzak for 8 yards to the Bison 36. First down. Later in the drive, Brungard goes back to the well that is Tomzak. He'll make this catch for 12 yards to the NDSU 19. Moving the ball with the Penguins.
I thought it was good defense, too. It's just a heck of a play.
Brungard throws the ball where Alex McDonald caught the ball. The Bison lead by 4. Anyways, 21-17.
No comment on that one.
There will be no comments needed after this play. Jackson Williams takes the kickoff from 2 yards deep. He'll emerge from the pile here. Come out, truck the kicker, and he could go all the way. 100-yard kickoff return, 28-17 Bison. What a play by Jackson Williams.
Just like Abilene Christian last year, the Bison needed a spark, and what did they do? Kickoff return. For the people watching, go to the 2015 quarterfinal opening kickoff of the second half. Bruce Anderson, identical to this, just on the other side of the field.
I mean, watch this. Breaks one tackle there, tries it with that little shoulder tackle. He gets pushed forward, then trucks the kicker.
Yeah, poor kicker.
Poor kicker. He's the only guy's going to stop him, and then just blazing speed. The Omaha native, only Owen Johnson's going to catch him. He plays on the same team. So it's 28-17 Bison, 3rd and 11. Jaden Gilbert finds a crease, picks up 39 yards before Anthony Chideme Alfaro takes him down at the NDSU 37.
Yeah, just over pursuing there. It's kind of disappointing on a 3rd and 11 to give.
So Youngstown manages to steal points before half as Angela Skova comes on the field again, 49 yards, and this kick is just blasted for 3. It's 28-20 Bison at recess.
Yeah, they kind of have a weapon at kicker. He was just on point.
Third quarter, 8-point lead for NDSU. Penguins pick up where they left off, as Brungard hits Jaden Gilbert. He gets lost in coverage for 31 yards to the Bison 34. Drive would stall. Leskova comes on the field again, 42 yards. This kick is good. Leskova went 3 for 3 on field goal attempts, and none of them were particularly close from being missed.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Cole Payton completes this pass over the middle to third down specialist Rajon Nelson for 10 yards for a first down. Bison come up clutch again on third down as Payton hits the old reliable right in the middle of the field. It's Bryce Lance for 31 yards to the YSU 22.
I mean, I don't know what to say. That's just a heck of a catch.
Yeah. And then Barika Penu gets the bush push from Cole Payton for his 3rd touchdown of the day and his 15th of the season. And the Bison have some breathing room now. It's 35-23. That was a 12-play, 84-yard drive. Now 1st and 10. Penguins try to answer. Brungar will take a quarterback draw play, 11 yards to the YSU 33.
Dude's quick.
The Penguins would punt. Bison look for a score to seal it. Payton fires a pass down the sideline to Chris Harris. He hauls it in for 13 yards. Takes out the communication signal for the Penguins. Whoops. 3rd and 5. Payton. There's going to be a holding call on this play. Trying to make some magic happen. But the ball is tipped and intercepted by Preston Zadie, or DJ Scott just didn't look it in.
Yeah, that's not going to look good on the stat sheet for Payton, but that's all DJ Scott, and I'm sure the coach will let him know.
3rd down and 6. Brungard scrambles. And this is an NFL-like pass. Watch this, folks. Luke Hensley on the sideline route for 27 yards. That's a great throw.
You just can't defend that.
No.
I mean, the defense played well, honestly. That's impossible to do.
Brungard takes off again, has a lot of real estate. He picks up 16 yards. He gets it to the Bison 2-yard line, just shy of the goal line. But it's 1st down and goal.
Not a lot of guys in FCS that can do that.
Now Brungard, he's going to beat Ryan Jones to the corner. It's a 35-30 game. Hey, high five. High five.
Yeah, some excited YSU
7
fans
plays,
there.
65-yard drive. Bison on the response. Cole Payton bubbles it to Bryce Lance. He picks up 13 yards to the NDSU 37.
Yeah, when you need a spark, just go to number 5, I guess.
3rd and 18, biggest play of the game for the Bison on offense. Cole Payton scrambles to his right, and somehow completes this pass to Rajon Nelson for 26 yards. What?
That's Josh Allen. I mean, who in the NFL can make that throw?
Not
and
many.
Catch?
Brika Penu emerges from the chaos. He picks up 18 yards. Only a shoestring tackle by Dathan Hickey keeps him out of the end zone.
He's going to break one soon. Just wait.
Bison looked to put it away. Cole Payton could hit Jackson Williams there on the slant, but rolls left and takes on the entire Penguin defense. And they just keep him short of the first, and he's short by about a good yard.
That would have been maybe the play of the year.
So decision time for Polisic. Does he kick it or go for it? He decides to kick it to take the full 8-point lead. So it's 38-30. The 21-yard field goal by Ozick is good. Penguins are forced to punt. Third and 5. That pass is complete to Rajon Nelson again for a first down, a gain of 10.
Yeah, when in doubt on third down, you go to Raja.
3rd down and 3. Bison can win with a first down. Makai Shaheed stands up Peyton in the backfield for a loss, and the Penguins have a pulse with just about a minute to go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep going here. They have momentum, 63 seconds. The Penguins could tie the game, and then lights out as Flash Wilson is stripped by Anthony Chidemi Alfaro. Ball's on the ground. Zach Vanderpool with the recovery for the win.
Yeah, Chidemi Alfaro had a great day. We'll highlight it later, but I mean.
Watch the strip right there. The ball's clearly out, and a clear recovery by Zach Vanderpool. They would look at it, and they would overturn the call. It was a turnover, and the Bison would kneel out the clock to win their 13th straight game and their 17th straight home game. And the Bison advance to 9-0 as they head to the Alerus Center.
Thanks for watching the Bison Information Network. Remember, roll herd.